To change the past. The drama that she created and became a glutton for. Her punished by what she thought was love while becoming estranged. Him going home to his wife, leaving in room 629 traces of her. Whore. What more? Visits from Chris Bennett, the overall good dude, now appearing in her eyes as the man that he always was. While all along he could have been it. If her eyes were open and if Andrea didn't let her heart become cold while she gave into temptation succumb to lust. Smart girl, strong as hell, bad as could be, thought she could control outcomes, serve as more than a purpose, hold a place on hold was her future for him reserved. While all along what he planned to preserve was his marriage protected by the walls of his home. While what she deserved, she neglected, rejected, wrecked it, irreparable until she deserved nothing more. Chris Bennett, no longer in it. Small unit in which she now lives, walls enclosing or no. Dealing with feelings or just letting go. A woman is made of body, mind, heart, and soul. Not perfect, especially when love is sought. The embodiment of so many things, often good, sometimes not. Challenges we face. Where do we place ourselves? What are our goals? Why do we attempt to insert ourselves into another woman's role? We feel lost, lack of affection, abandoned, and suddenly affectionately smothered. We feel heavily burdened and then suddenly we hover because we believe we are bad chicks floating as a result of a win, career, or lover. Sometimes we find faults, create the figment of an enemy, and want to shove her, not realizing her image lays eyes upon us from the mirror. In love, we are analytical creatures, protectors, magnetically drawn to highs and lows who so often suffer. If I could teach, I would teach the values, attitudes, and morals of Alice, the most beautiful mother. Sometimes we get caught up in being our own. Occasionally we can be selfish, snotty, greedy, and then 10 minutes later, adorable, loving, and needy. We want it all. Respect, love, a man who lives up to our standards, no second place feelings, but top-notch, touch the ceiling type feelings that make us feel high. We are demanding. We are thoughtful, but do not always think. We are smart, but do not always make intelligent decisions. We are listeners who hear, but so often refuse to listen. We are women. These flaws make us real, embedded in us since birth. Our ability to claim forgiveness, but then nag you is because we can't forget. It's a curse. We are ladies. We are pretty, bad, beautiful, and worse. We are scorned. We feel like something is owed to us. Therefore, we sometimes lose sight of boundaries. We claim to play fair but forget the sport. We call ourselves advocates, but success splits us apart. We strive to be ladies and we need mothers like Alice to teach us, warn us, and then watch us fall. We need mothers who will pray, do, lift, threaten to beat our ass at 30, tell us, yes, sweetie, hell yeah, you are worthy. But remind us to touch that which belongs to us and not to long for that man which does not. To protect us from snakes and make sure that we do not become one. We are scorned. But we can break free from these heavy burdens, brush off boulders from our shoulders, stop being angry at the man who did us wrong. Angry at the chick who has what we want. Angry at the player who in the game won. We can be better. We claim ambition, and when applied right, it's the greatest part of living. Doing is the profoundness of a woman's ambition. Doing allows us to do good, create good, mold good, be there when that good first becomes scorned. Save our children and all folks we meet like Alice, the most beautiful mother. Enlightened by life, no feud, no dissing, no wishing, spiritually sound, platinum edition, no greed. Her spirit, a gift to society. That's that piece.